Hello, everyone. Welcome. Nice to have you back to Lighten Up with Bo, where we're doing, well, where I'm doing. I don't know if you're doing the lessons, but I'm going through the 365 daily meditative Course in Miracles lessons, A Course in Miracles. If you're not doing the lessons, welcome to my channel. I hope this lesson reading today brings you a little bit of lightness and a little bit of ease. If you are doing the lessons, congratulations. You're on lesson 96. 3 months of doing this. Stay the course. Remember, there is a part of you that is still very live that wants nothing to do with anything that's about to come out of my mouth. It wants a quick fix. It wants a body solution, something that's going to make the body feel better, the bodily identity feel more okay. Remember, the body identity can never feel okay. It can't feel okay. Wait, what did he just say? Because when you're identified in your mind as a body self, then you're stuck in a mind that's separate from perfect love. And if that's what you think you are, that self can never be okay, no matter how hard you try. You might get temporary solutions. You take a little drink, you do a little drug, get down tonight, woo! You do something, you find a new partner, you get a new job, you feel a little bit of breath, and then it's gone. So, I'm just letting you know that if you want to lighten up, if you want to live into the peace and joy and fearless expression of your soul, you got to do a little looking. But that doesn't mean just act like nothing's going on. It means look inward and let go of everything that's not you. Not too hard, right? So welcome to my channel. You can go to my website, by the way, lightenupmovement.com. There's like a fun little free thing you can download if you want a little quick reset, if you want a 15-page little journaling thing that helps you kind of reset, and I give you some little play exercises. There's some fun symbols that I made that I love to wear around in the world, and now I'm actually starting to see people wear them. It's kind of amazing. These symbols are just reminders to others that, hey, maybe you're stuck in anxiety. Maybe you're stuck in a little bit of a moment, and you see the symbol. It's like seeing the Nike symbol to just do it, but this symbol is to, oh, right, let me pause, lighten up into the part of my mind that knows I'm okay, that knows I'm safe. So that's all on my website. And thanks for all the comments. Again, let me know if you have any thoughts you want to share about something I can speak to, or any topic you want me to do, or any issue you'd like me to speak to. But just grateful wherever you are. Thank you. So we are going through the lessons in A Course in Miracles. I love this lesson. We're on lesson 96. Now, for those that aren't doing the lessons, this language can be a lot, but it's really only a lot to the ego because the ego doesn't want anything to do with it. But I like to break down the lessons in a really simplified way before I actually read the lesson, because unfortunately I know the attention spans of a lot of the human race, and they're just like, I'm good. The ego's like, let's just no. So anyway, this is lesson 96. Salvation, or what's another word for salvation? Freedom, liberation, comes from my one self with a capital S, the one self we all really are, the one shared reality beyond the body identity, the spirit, the soul that animates this vessel that we are. Freedom comes from my one self. So what is that really saying? It's basically what a lot of the Course in Miracles is saying. If you believe that your freedom and that your salvation is anywhere but inside you, anywhere, then you will never be free. You will never find joy. You will never find happiness. And when I say never, I mean a lasting joy and happiness. If the happiness and joy that unending life created, that God created, is permanent, then when you find little glimpses of happiness that seem to go away, it was never happiness to begin with. It was a mirage, like water off in the desert. You see the water and you're like, yes, water, amazing. And then you get there and it's gone. It's off in the distance. There's no reality to it. So we're looking for a permanent freedom, not temporary freedom. And that can only be found within yourself. Whether you're doing these lessons in A Course in Miracles, I love them. They speak to my soul. Whether you're a Buddhist or a Hindu or a Muslim or an atheist or an agnostic, it doesn't matter. There's no God in the sky keeping track of what path you decide to follow up the mountain. It only knows that your destiny is to arrive at the mountaintop. So that path, no matter what path you're on, is an inner path. It's a path of going inward and realizing that the only place that I can find my capital S self is inside, in the present, not in the past, not in the future. So that's really what this lesson is basically saying if you were to sum it down. Even if you can let yourself remember, oh yeah, I got lost thinking that if I went on this trip or found that spiritual teacher or that next book or that person I'm always thinking with the ego mind that someone, something, someplace, somewhere has it other than me. And I can just laugh and go, oh yeah, I forgot I have it, right? I'm not sure where it is, but it's in me. Don't know where in me, but it's there. So I've got to get into some quiet, into some pause, a little reflective journaling. Maybe you go to a therapist or somebody that helps you go inside, but you have the keys to your freedom. So that's really the nuts and bolts of it today. I'm now going to start officially. We're doing it officially. I'm going to do it and read the lesson now. So lesson 96, salvation or freedom comes from my one self. And again, these longer lessons, just stay with me. There's so much rich beauty. Sometimes I invite people to listen to my entire video like with your eyes closed, like the whole thing's a listening meditation. And then if you're not doing the lessons and you want to just follow along later with my voice, so be it. I think I just spit something out on my microphone. How attractive is that? Let's get it off the microphone. All right, paragraph 1. Although you are one self with a capital S, although that is the only reality about you, you experience yourself as two, as both good and evil, loving and hating, mind and body, right? Talking about duality. This sense of being split into opposites induces feelings of acute and constant conflict, and it leads to frantic attempts to reconcile the contradictory aspects of this self-perception. You have sought many such solutions, and none of them has worked. The opposites that you see in you will never be compatible, but one exists. So again, what that's saying is, while you find yourself in a state where you believe in the duality of your nature, I'm not saying you're not allowed to have that belief. What I'm saying is that belief is costing you your freedom. Even if you don't understand how it's let go, the idea that you can be both two things that are diametrically opposed to one another, love and hate, that you can be a loving being and a hating being, that you can be a good being and an evil being, that you can be a mind and a body, which are completely not the same. And that you find and look for all these solutions, and it says none of them have worked to solve this seeming duality problem. And the reason they haven't worked is because the only solution is a permanent one. And so if the result is not permanent, it never worked. It didn't bring an eternal, lasting joy. So paragraph 2. The fact that truth and illusion cannot be reconciled, no matter how you try, all right? So the fact, it's stating a fact, truth and illusion or fantasies can never be reconciled, no matter how hard you try, as well as what means you use and where you see the problem, must be accepted if you would be saved or free. Until you have accepted this, you will attempt an endless list of goals that you cannot reach, a senseless series of expenditures of time and effort, hopefulness and doubt, each one as futile as the one before, and failing as the next one surely will. I hope some of you will laugh at the part of the ego mind that's listening to this and being like, I equally know that what I just read is true, and I also want nothing to do with it. Like if you can feel the ego be like, this is nonsense. Turn away, go turn on the TV, go open your Instagram, go find another person to make out with, whatever, go buy a new car. Just get me away from the truth. Until you accept that you cannot reconcile illusions and duality, you'll just keep trying things in the world. You'll keep expending your energy. And at some point, we will arrive at a place where we have the courage to just say, I set it all down. All my effort, all my striving, all my looking, all my building things to try to make myself matter, and this self can never matter. The capital S self forever matters because it's the only thing that's true. But these lowercase selves we think we are with a body and a birthday and all these characteristics that we've given these selves we think we are. Paragraph 3. Problems that have no meaning cannot be resolved. What do you mean problems that have no meaning? Because a problem based in fear is a problem based in a fantasy. Love is all that's real. There is no reality to the opposite of unending love and light. So when you're living in this small self and believing the 50 different problems you have, they can't be resolved because you're trying to resolve a dream. So problems that have no meaning cannot be resolved within the framework that they are set in this dream of duality. Two selves in conflict could not be resolved. And good and evil have no meeting place. Good and evil have no meeting place. They are opposed. They're like when you bring magnets together, they can't, they're two opposite forces that have no, good is good, light is light, darkness an illusion. The self that you made can never be your true self, nor can your true self be split in two. I really want all those that think that it's not right, it's not wrong, but can you surrender, even if it makes you cry out loud, maybe it makes you laugh out loud, to the part of your mind that recognizes how much you've tried to make illusions and reality be true. Your true self can never be split in two. You can't be this yummy, delicious being of endless light, but then also somebody who hates and dies. You can't be forever and also end. And the mind that goes, well, yes, you can. It's all part of it. Yeah, it's all part of the dream to believe that. The dream of birthing and dying in a dream is all part of it, but the limitless life you are is outside the scope of this, and you are not this. You don't have to understand how it's undone. If you're just willing to go, oh my God, I have been stuck trying to put all these parts into a dream and call it what I am. The self you made can never be yourself. The identity called Sarah, Sally, Michael, Tommy, David, Miranda, I don't know what your name is listening. The self that has a birthday and a seeming horoscope and a human design and an Enneagram and all these characteristics that we dress up around a body can never be your true self. A mind and a body cannot both exist. Make no mistake, make no attempt to reconcile the two. Make no attempt to reconcile the two. For one denies the other can be real. If you are physical, your mind is gone from your self-concept. For it has no place in which it could be really part of you. If you are spirit, so there it calls the mind, not the brain, the mind, spirit, the creative, conscious, intelligent thought essence. If you are spirit, then the body must be meaningless to your reality. If what you are and what you only are is spirit, then the body must be meaningless to your reality. Some of you said, well, meaningless means like unvaluable, unimportant. Meaningless doesn't mean that it's not useful. It just doesn't have meaning. It's neutral. It is just a vessel for your spirit. It's not meaningful and it's not meaningless, really. It's meaningless, not meaningful. It doesn't have any meaning. It's just a body. You give it more than that, then you give it all the problems that comes with giving more of a meaning than that. Paragraph 4. Spirit makes use of mind as means to find its self-expression. God, I love that sentence. Listen, do you want to hear? Those that have ears to hear will hear. Listen. Spirit, the Holy Spirit, divine spirit, makes use of mind with a lowercase m, the kind of mind we're using, as a means to find its capital S self, the true self expression, the fearless, unending light that we are, the self that knows no harm, no death, no sickness, no loss, no thought outside of love. And the mind which serves the Spirit is at peace and filled with joy. Always, the mind that serves the Spirit is at peace and filled with joy. Its power comes from Spirit, and it is fulfilling happily its function here, the function of being the light you are, forgiving everything that you're not, and shining that same forgiveness into the world and forgive everything that everyone else thought they were, to be a walking demonstration of enlightened consciousness, Christ consciousness. Yet, mind can also see itself cut off from spirit and perceive itself within a body it confuses with itself. So the mind can believe that what it is this vessel, that it is the body. And without its function, then it has no peace, and happiness is alien to its thoughts. When you have no semblance of what you really are, you're busy, you're striving, you're killing it, you're crushing, you're hustling, but there's no just light sense of happiness, just bliss. Paragraph 5. Now it's saying, but wait a minute, you can think you're a mind that's actually a body, but it says, yet a mind apart from spirit cannot think. A mind apart from spirit, if that were possible, cannot really think. Because it has denied its source, its true source of strength, and it sees itself as helpless, limited, and weak. It sees itself in this frail, fragile bodysuit. Disassociated from its true function now, being the light that you are, it thinks it is alone and separate. Come on, don't we all walk around thinking that we're lonely and separate, right? Now we think it is alone and separate and attacked by armies massed against itself, armies of the government, armies of the mind, armies of other people's emotions, right? Attacked by armies massed against itself and hiding in the body's frail support. Now must it reconcile unlike with like, for this is what it thinks that it is for. So what it's saying is now once you're down here believing you're a body, you think your only purpose is to constantly fight all the things that are coming at you, and that you think this is your purpose, to just fight the good and fight the bad and fight the right and fight the wrong and fight the fear and fight the... It's just a constant because you think that you are this body and that's what you're meant to do. Paragraph 6, which I love, waste no more time on this. Who can resolve the senseless conflicts which a dream presents? There it is again. We are the images of the one soul dreaming that it's not what it is. And that soul is actually untouched. It's just in a sleep. Just like when we sleep at night and we dream 100 different characters that we interact with like they're absolutely real. But our eyes are closed and the body is seemingly asleep. Who can resolve these crazy conflicts which a dream presents? What could the resolution mean in truth? What purpose could it serve? What is it for? Freedom cannot make illusions real, nor solve a problem that does not exist. Perhaps you hope it can. Be honest with yourself, and that's okay. Perhaps you hope it can. Perhaps you think all these things that are really happening to you, that if you were just to become enlightened and free, that all of a sudden it would make these things more real and stable. No, it's a problem that does not exist. Would you have God's plan for the release of its dear child bring pain to them and fail to set them free? No. Your true self retains its thoughts with a capital I, and they remain within your mind and in the mind of God. Spirit holds freedom in your mind and offers it the way to peace. Peace has nothing to do with body, it's mind. Freedom is a thought you share with God because its voice accepted it for you and answered in your name that it was done. Thus is freedom kept among the thoughts your self holds dear and cherishes for you. The part of our mind that is awake and whole, the Christ mind that is already awake. It's holding these thoughts so that these fragmented parts of ourself that we think we are running around in the world, if we were willing to get quiet and do the inner work to really let go of all the misidentities, we awaken to who we are. Again, if you want to liken it to Jesus or the Buddha, I'm a Jesus guy. These have nothing to do with religions, but that we become these bodies that awaken this true soul that we are. I and the Father, the Creator, the Father, Mother, it doesn't matter. I and the Creator are one. Paragraph 8. So I guess this is the meditation practice now. We will attempt to find this thought. We're looking for the thought that is connected to permanent peace and love. The Christ thought, the holy thought, the one thought. I am. Here it comes. We will attempt today to find this thought whose presence in your mind is guaranteed by it who speaks to you from your one self. Our hourly 5-minute practicing will be a search for it within your mind. Again, I replace him with it because I feel like it's more universal. For it who is within your mind, the higher self, the Holy Christ, the one you are. Freedom comes from this one self through it who is the bridge between your mind and it, the Holy Spirit, the chain of love and the awareness of the shining light, the essence of your spirit that is not a body that is within you. It is the connector of this. Wait patiently and let it speak to you about yourself and what your mind can do, restored to this truth and free to serve its will. Begin with saying this. So you're going to start your 5-minute period by reading this slowly and then closing your eyes and saying it slowly again. Salvation or freedom, whatever word works for your heart. Freedom comes from my one self. Its thoughts are mine to use. Freedom comes from my one self. Its thoughts are mine to use. A unified thought, a thought for all. Then seek its thoughts. So your intention is you're looking to hear, to feel, to hear a thought that may be completely foreign to a thought you've ever had. Maybe it's a sensation that then has words attached to it, but it will come and it will feel that it will come from a place that you may not have ever been in touch with before in you. It's in the silence. It's beneath the words. Then seek its thoughts and claim them as your own. These are your own real thoughts that you have denied. and let your mind go wandering in a world of dreams to find illusions and fantasies in their place. Here are your thoughts, the only ones you really have. Freedom is among them. Find it there. If you succeed, the thoughts that come to you will tell you that you are free and that your mind has found the function that it sought to lose. Again, the part of our soul that thought it could disinherit perfection, and it went asleep in a dream and dreaming all of us up, imagining that this is what it is. That's what it means by that your mind found the function it sought to lose. Yourself, your true self, will welcome it and give it peace. Restored in strength, it will again flow out from spirit to the spirit in all things created by the one spirit as itself. Your mind will bless all things. Confusion gone. You are restored, for you have found yourself. I bless the ants. I bless the roaches. I bless the spiders. I bless Donald Trump. I bless the Iranians. I bless scorpions. I bless my coworkers. I bless because I know that I am one with all of this. Last paragraph, or last couple, your self knows that you cannot fail today. Your true self knows that you can't fail in finding your unified thought. Perhaps your mind remains a little uncertain yet a little while. Be not dismayed by this doubt. The joy your true self experiences, it will save for you, and it will yet be yours in full awareness. Every time you spend 5 minutes of your waking hour seeking it who joins your mind and your true self, you offer it another treasure to be kept for you. Each time you say, Holy Spirit, you know who I am. You are the link. You are the reminding essence. You are the thought, the reminding thought of love in me. You know, every 5 minutes you spend, you offer Spirit another treasure to be kept for you. Each time today that you tell your frantic, crazy mind that freedom comes from your one self, you lay another treasure in your growing store. And all of it is given everyone who asks for it and will accept the gift. Think then how much is given unto you this day that it be given you. Think then how much it is given unto you to give this day that it be given you. All that you store up within yourself, you give to all the world and to your true self. Thank you for tuning in this beautiful lesson. Your freedom comes from within you, from aligning with the one system of thought and love that heals everything. So don't forget to not take it all so seriously. The part of your soul that's dancing in this freedom, that feels emotion, that feels laughter, even when you notice the insanity, you go, oh, God, I thought that was me. Whatever. Be light and try to practice 5 minutes every hour. And remember, if you can't find 5 minutes throughout the day, every hour, even if you find 20 seconds to say, salvation comes from my one self. Its thoughts are mine to use. Or just salvation comes from my one self as many times as you can. At least do a morning and night meditation for 5 or 10 minutes. But remember what it's saying. Try to be consistent if you can. Give yourself this gift. So stay light, and I will see you on another lesson really soon. Be well.